Hello my fellow misfortunates and welcome to another episode of Unranked to Diamond. We are playing a very reckless misfortune build right now. It is Arcane Comet with Cheap Shot and Corrupting Potion. This is super aggressive in lane. Obviously you don't have the movement speed from the magical boots, but you do have Ultimate Hunter, which is quite nice. The item build is still fully lethality, no boots, and I'm probably going Sanguine Blade third still, even though it's less damage. Focus on the lane phase. Good Corrupting Potion because we need mana if we don't have biscuits. So yeah, we sacrifice all-in power, because no Dorans, for more poke essentially. Let's see how it goes. Poking against Yuumi is not the easiest task. Also, we can never hit her, essentially. We just need to focus Kai'Sa. Which is fine, if you ask me. So Sanguine Blade third, because we need some way of controlling Baron and Dragon. It's alright. We can be a little bit reckless with our HP as well, as we do have the Corrupting Potion regeneration. Especially against Kha'Zix, going for the Sanguine Blade third is probably a good idea, because he will jump on us and we cannot really zone him with our E. Nice. Yuumi didn't get much out of this. It's actually quite difficult. I think against the tank support this would be way more effective, because Yuumi can attempt to heal against my poke. Leona, for example, couldn't do that. We need to respect Kha'Zix still. Clear those, alright. I wouldn't hate going back soon-ish. Refill our corruption pots. Also, we might just go for an early Executioners this game. We won't upgrade it, but just having it in our inventory is worth quite a bit. I want to Q somebody because of Mana Flow Band, yeah. Now it starts ticking. Mana Flow Band doesn't regenerate mana if it's not fully stacked, so you need to get it to 250. Oh, I guess we're getting ganked. I wasted my E, and I have no peel for Soraka, so I guess she just dies. Yeah, they went aggressive, and the Yuumi slows plus the Kai'Sa movement speed. Soraka can't really deal with that. Okay. By the way, this cheap shot, it will deal more damage throughout this game than any potential keystone. For example, take this. It's at the moment it has dealt more damage than Lux Arcane Comet. Just for the sake of comparison. Because cheap shot triggers on the second tick of Make It Rain. They get slowed on the first tick, and the second one applies cheap shot, because that's after they've been slowed. Just play it patiently here, there's no reason to push. By holding this for as long as we can, we are denying more farm compared to pushing. Right. And now we have 3 corrupting potion stacks and already a fully stacked mana flow band, which means we can just spam our E on cooldown. Didn't get my auto attack off, but it was still nice damage with Q. It's always optimal to use the slow to get an additional hit on them. Or as many as possible, for that matter. Oh, for a second I thought the Soraka slow would go off, but it didn't. The Soraka root. This is why I ulted. I thought she would root the Yuumi and she would just die. But barely didn't happen. Nice, good damage. We can be more spammy with our ulti because of Ultimate Hunter. Especially later in the game we can be very trigger happy. Nothing I can do for her. Damn! It's alright though, we are pretty team independent, we can set up plays ourselves because of E, and also our ulti has a lot of uptime through Ultimate Hunter, so we should be fine this game. They just did dragons, so I guess we hard shove the wave now. I could ult the wave here even, but I think this is fine. Okay. Good back. Even in CS, despite off the lane pressure difference. Nothing we can do about that though. Do I wait for this or do I just grab another longsword? I think I just wait for Warhammer at this point. 10% CDR is not too bad. It's close though. 10% CDR or 5 attack damage difference. At this stage of the game, actually the 5 attack damage we would get from another longsword instead of the upgrade might even be worth it, but oh well. I've made my decision. I'm exhausted, no! I hate it. Oh, come on, dude. Nice. The EQ combo, he didn't see it coming. The jungler not familiar with the matchup. Pretty sure that trade always favors me because of Grievous Wounds plus red buff. I'll interrupt them last second. Nice, we gave them a bad back timing. And though. Because of all the fighting. Okay. So I guess we just both base now. Ugh, 3 kills Kai'Sa, that's going to be one hell of a late game. I hope Vladimir can just one-shot her and we're fine. Which is unlikely though, because she has 2 enchanter supports to back her up. I'm really confused by the Lulu mid lane. You'd imagine you always pick this with a funneling strategy or something, but this is not really it. It's okay though. Oh no, Soraka denied me the crit by killing the minion. That's so much damage. Grievous Wounds are also very good against Sylas, but I think should we go to 6 items, we definitely sell it. Nice. The Soraka route essentially sealed the deal. I mean, what are they gonna do if they're rooted? If I just press R, they just die. Chill. Just want to get this under tower real quick. I still have enough mana to work with. Zone them if I need to. Alright. So this build definitely has more mana constraints compared to the standard Magical Footwear Biscuit Delivery with Thorn's Blade start. But it is a lot more damage though. At least poke-wise. Against this matchup I probably should not have picked it, I just felt like picking it. But against tank supports it's way better, because they cannot mitigate your damage. Okay, they're going mid lane. So we just hard push and punish them. Get the healing reduction through the comet. We'll just chase. I mean, where are they gonna go? Oh, I didn't even need to heal. Soraka silence is a thing. I got a lot of damage on our tower now, but we can take mid tower in return. Mid tower is worth way more than bot tower. Okay. Yeah, they take this, but we took mid, so it's alright. So you see right now, I pretty much don't have any attack speed, which is like the key stat against jungle monsters. And against towers too, but lethality and attack damage both work on towers, so it's not that bad. But against jungle monsters, you really need some attack speed. Which is why I go for Sanguine Blade 3rd item, as opposed to Lord Dominic's Regards, which is the most damage you can get. Lord Dom's 3rd item is always optimal in this build, damage-wise. But we need to see the bigger picture, and jungle monsters are definitely a thing, so Sanguine Blade 3rd item. A little bit too trigger happy, probably. She had a very easy escape route, and she didn't panic, so she didn't even waste anything. I got her nice and low though. Did I kill myself? Yeah. It's alright. At least I trade 1 for 1. So 700 damage here. Okay, Lux Keystone dealt slightly more damage than my Chief Shot. Slightly. And Kai'Sa's, okay, Kai'Sa's Keystone is worthless. Worthless. Oh, or worthless. Well, Eerie, or Yumi's Eerie was actually quite strong. But you know. This Rift Herald, though, having a field day with the enemy towers. Getting those mid towers opens up their entire jungle for us. We can now invade them pretty much for free. You need to think of towers as big wards that can auto-attack. Because they are literally just that. Towers would not be that important if they weren't a source of vision. You can take this real quick for auto-attacks. Alright, go back, get more lethality, and hopefully be able to contest Dragon. It's spawning right now, so we might be too late. Nah, it's gone. Or is it? Damn. And yeah, we're too late to intervene. Or are we? Alright, my ulti was okay-ish. Again, it was not on a choke point, which made it easy to avoid, but they didn't have vision on me. So at least I got some surprise factor damage off. Oh, it was close. Slowed by 45, no, by 60%. Slowed by 60%, and yet Lux does not land her Q. I mean, it happens, it's unlucky. But it's still frustrating. I definitely was overextended, don't get me wrong. Alright. Selling Corrupting Potion at this point is fair game. I mean, it's flat damage, so the later the game, and flat healing, and flat mana regeneration as well. So the later the game, the less of an impact it has, because percentage-wise it just gets smaller and smaller. I shall hold this, okay. I mean, sure, whatever you say, man. Well, 1 minute ulti cooldown is alright. Let's go. Gone. Ah, it's so disgusting. Yeah, we can keep going. We see 2 of them bot lane, one of them's dead. Alright, sure. Yeah, I guess we need to react here. Walking should be not faster necessarily, but better. As we can make a drive-by in mid lane. Oh, that didn't work. Got my ulti ready. I want to make a play with it. Can't use my lifesteal if my team just insta-clears every wave. Oh no, please. Definitely needed to flash this. Yumi Kai'Sa is too dangerous. Need to find some good ultis here. Alright, team is dead. We can hold mid tower. We actually can, and I probably should. Especially with my ulti, it's pretty easy for me to do. Even if they pressure it hard. Alright, we need to stop this though. Okay, got the attack speed ready, which means way better dragon control. Also minion control, definitely. Attack speed matters more the less you have of it, and this is our only attack speed source, literally. Nice. This rarely works because smite. But if they need to flee because your ult damages them too heavily, then they also cannot smite properly, right? So it probably works more often than it should. This Kai'Sa Yuumi is just disgusting. Lulu backup as well. Hit my ulti in 10 seconds. Alright, my ult was too late. This Vladimir is not really doing his job. He should be the one pressuring Kai'Sa the hardest, but he's too far behind right now to do that. I need this component. This is super important. This is so much damage right now. I'm still going to buy Lord Dominic's regards, by the way. The reason, math. Should this go to 6 items? I just need to sell Executioners, to be honest. All the active items. But no Glacial Augment, interestingly enough. Need to play it safe, especially when Kha'Zix is running around nearby. Okay, we see him. I certainly overstepped there. I still got a lot of damage off, but I'm not sure if it's enough. Yeah, shouldn't have been that daring against the Kha'Zix. He has a lot of backup with Lulu and Yuumi to some extent too. If I die early, we cannot teamfight ever. I could upgrade this just for the hell of it, but I'm pretty sure it's bad. Push out bot lane a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't have. I'm playing so softly right now. It's really bad. At least we trade 1 for 1. So it could be worse. And we have vision of both Dragon and Baron, so we are sure they're not just sneaking it. Oh no. Save the Soraka! You're actually still alive, huh? Okay, now Lux Arcane Comet actually did more damage, way more damage than Cheap Shot. But not than my Arcane Comet though. So we do get Dragon at least. I need to be more careful. Something like the situation against the Silas must not happen again. Dead. At least with Baron Vision. This is such a huge upgrade. Insane damage, this item, if you pair it with other lethality items. So Vladimir has healing reduction. This guy has also has healing reduction, unreliable healing reduction though, but nonetheless. So it's okay to sell my Executioner's 6th item. We probably need to let this fall eventually. So are we going to challenge this or not? Okay. Got their damage dealer. Ah, they still come out ahead. Definitely a rough game. It's very tough to deal with Kai'Sa through 2 enchanters. Also she has a lot of defensive items. Well, not a lot, but Phantom Dancer plus Lulu plus Yuumi already does the trick, right? They're back in base buying right now, so no reason to worry. How much do I need? 1,000 more, okay. This Kai'Sa still has a shutdown on her head. She's so overfed, oh my god. Oh no. Okay. For a second I thought somebody would be there. Dying again, but maybe we can fight. Or maybe we just need to let this tower fall. Sure. Yeah, it's better to let it fall, definitely. I can't engage. Not a frontliner. Well, I should have spam pinged my team to engage this, but now it's too late. Lost the tower already. Wow. Insane. We can't kill her ever. I definitely got impatient in the end and misplayed a lot, but I guess games like these just happen. If you want to see more Emacs Misfortune, then click the link on your screen right there. A big thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. If you want to become a Patreon yourself, just go to patreon.com/mfdb. But if you rather save your money, you can support me for free by clicking the like and the subscribe button.